because it's almost holiday season, I wanted to do a tutorial for one of my most liked and asked for wraps from last holiday season, which was this really pretty two colored pashmina wrap that folk uses a reversible pashmina to create a lot of interest in the front, a little bit of bling to make you a holiday, to make your holiday sing. Bling to make your holiday sing. That's a good one. And generally make you feel a little bit more fancy and a little bit more fun, even though it's just a one scarf, relatively simple wrap based off of my everyday pashmina wrap technique. So stick with me. Let's create this wonderful holiday festive look together. Alright, let's get started. So all you need is a headband. I picked pearls in this case, but it could be anything. And a nice pin. This is my holiday-esque pin. And a holiday-esque scarf. In this case, I chose my red and green cranberry from Wrapunzel. So that's basically all you need to rock this holiday look. Obviously, if you have a holiday with different colors, you can, have different... Sorry guys, apparently I'm out for words. If you have a different holiday with different colors, pick those colors, rock those colors. So now all you're going to do is put the scarf on your head, whether folded to fit your head, however you'd like, with one end a little bit shorter and one end a little bit longer. Not crazy different because, for me, I like a relatively long tail. Like I can tell that this is already too short, so I want my tail to be longer. So I like the short end is basically the length of your tail. So however you want that to happen, however you want the tail length to be. For me, this is pretty good. I like a really long tail. If you don't, then, leave it short. And so I've got the border on, like so. And as you can see, obviously I can't gather right now because there's all this fabric. So all I'm gonna do is pick the scarf up, pinch it, and bring it up like so. And that way it's folded to fit my head. Now you could leave this here if you just sort of wanted to hide it, but for me, I like sort of grabbing a little bit earlier here in the fold and bringing it up this way, and then bringing this fold, if it would cooperate with me, bringing this fold like this, because then I create a bit of a V, and you will see why I like that in a minute. And then all you're gonna do is make sure, there we go, all your pleats look good and you're happy with them, which I am. And then you're going to just gather and tie. Now it's important to remember and to make sure one thing happens. When you're tying this, I'll turn around so you can see, the short end must go through the bottom of the knot. So it comes out the bottom of the knot and not sticks out the top of the knot. And you will see why soon. There we go. Okay, so we've got our short tail here and our long tail here. So our short tail, as you can see, if you tied the knot correctly, it's just coming out the bottom of the knot. So it's coming very seamlessly out from the underneath of your sort of band where it's wrapped around. If it's sticking out like this end, it means you've tied it incorrectly. Go ahead and reverse it. So now what we're going to do is this is going to stay here. This is staying down. That's it. We're done with this guy. So congratulations. If you tied the knot right, then you're all done. And then we're just going to take our headband, and the reason why I like doing a bit of a zigzag pleat, you'll see, is because I like putting the headband sort of this way, and it creates a border between the green and the border of the scarf, but it's also, we've got a piece of green showing here, so it's a little bit more interesting. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the long end of the scarf, and you're going to have to manipulate it a little bit because it's going to be twisted, because you'll see here that it's going to want to naturally fold in this way, but what we want to do is show the red, right? So we're doing something a little bit more holiday, a little bit more fun. So you're going to have to twist and manipulate it, and that can be a little awkward. Sometimes you have to sort of force the knot around and such like that and sort of mess with it, but I know I have confidence in you guys that you can do it. You can, if you want to do this, so that when you bring it up, you're still seeing a bit of the border. So there's so many things you can do. Like I said, this is based off of my everyday pashmina tie sort of tutorial, which is on its way soon, I promise. And it shows all the variations that you can do with this, because it's pretty much how I wear my pashmina every day. So once you've got the end sort of how you want it, and you see how it's turning. So like I said, sometimes it takes some See, and I can feel here in the knot that it's turning. So what I'm going to have to do, good teaching moment, is just sort of turn the knot around as best as I can. There we go. So that we're not getting that awkward twist on the bottom, because with the awkward twist kind of comes bulk, and I know we're usually hiding away from that. So I think I've got that twisted a little bit better. Oh yes, much better. And we're going to pull that up. Now, the secret here is to bring it all the way forward up to the front. So you've created zig, 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 and you're only showing half your pearls, which is a technique I know that we all have done. Passed around a bunch. Now, as you can see, this actually kind of came up with pleats I already like. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes you have to go back and fix those pleats. But in this case, I don't have to, because the pleats came out how I like. So all you're going to do is bring it around like so. And then you're going to just tuck it in, finding, you know, the inside of your scarf here and tucking it. The secret of Pashmina is to bring it all the way up and around and tuck it through so that you don't get that bulk. Again, part of my everyday Pashmina tie tutorial. And I'm just going to push on the sides of my scarf because it combs over and forces the bulk to the top, which is where I want it. So perfect. Okay, excellent. It came out exactly how I wanted it. Woo woo. So you have the pleats, you've got the green and the border and the half pearls, you've got the tail sticking down, but you don't have any knots. So it's a little less bulky, I think, than some of them. And now all you're gonna do, sorry, is shape your shaper. No. All we're gonna do is one last finishing touch. We're just gonna take our pretty little pin, and I just put it sort of in the photo and, you know, for general feels here. You're like, oh God, it's painful. Well, maybe I'll just edit this out. Aha! Haha! Victory! Alright, so the pin here is just sitting right on top of the tail, adds a little extra element of bling bling, and makes the wrap seem super festive and really fun. But of course, it's just one scarf, it's just one Pashmina, and a little bit of accessories, making you feel a little bit more holiday and a little bit more fancy. So I'm glad you guys watched this tutorial through the whole way. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was relatively simple as promised. I can't wait to see your interpretations and your versions of it. If you don't already, please follow me on Instagram. You can see looks like this and many others. Of course, if you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you can get tons of awesome notifications when I put up great tutorials like this. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.